All right, this discussion is going to be a hard one. We're going to pursue the issue of Israel's conquest and settlement of the land of Canaan that we touched on in the lesson. My cat's gotten real friendly here as I'm trying to film this discussion board assignment. That conquest required that Israel wipe out or drive out the different groups of people in the land. And if you listen to the lesson, you'll remember that I discussed what I think is the reason behind that command. My point was that a people can reach a place where they're beyond redemption. Now, modern people don't like to believe that. We like to think that anyone can respond to God at any time in their lives. And in a way, I kind of think we have to assume that that's true. You and I don't know, can't know, when a person is beyond redemption. So we have to assume that they can still choose to receive God's grace and be changed by Him. But God does know. For instance, He knew that the people living before the flood had become irredeemable by the time of Noah. He also knew that the people of Canaan were not irredeemable in the time of Abraham. He knew that the rebellious and oppressive Egyptians at the time of Moses were not beyond redemption. God's judgment on Egypt certainly devastated the land, but it did not destroy Egypt. There was still hope, and maybe for a generation afterwards, many Egyptians did turn to the God of creation. But when Israel left Egypt, the people of Canaan had reached a place where the only thing to do was to completely replace them. So it seems that people can reach a point where God can no longer work to bring them back to Himself. According to the book of Revelation, that will be the case in the end times. Now, some look at what's happening in our own times and are concerned that whoever is driving culture is pushing us further and further toward that point of no return. So, with all that in mind, answer these questions. Now, without getting into any specifics or any name calling, where do you see our culture going? How can we reach people in these times when right and wrong seems so confused?